Before I turn the meeting over to Bob, I'd like to just provide a couple of minutes of some background and context. First of all, what's the IIRC? This is a relatively new organization created in 2010. Really, it involves three organizations. The Prince of Wales Accounting for Sustainability Project. This was a group that was established by the Prince of Wales back in 2004 with the objective of trying to embed sustainability into decision-making and reporting processes. The second organization that the IRC involves is the Global Reporting Initiative, which has many years of history in the development of sustainability reporting guidelines. They're currently on their fourth version of those guidelines right now, and deal with things like economic, environmental issues, labor practices, human rights, and product responsibility. And the third group that comes into play with the IRC is the International Federation of Accountants, known to many of us as IFAC. And IFAC, I guess, it's really the global organization for accounting, for the accounting profession. So CICA, CMA Canada, CGA Canada, all are members of IFAC, as would be most other major accounting organizations throughout the world. So these organizations came together, formed IRC, and the objective of the IRC is to develop a reporting framework that's global in nature. So that's why we think it's important that this be something that be promoted in Canada, so that people become aware of it and understand what's going on, because it is a global framework that's being proposed. And it also has some quite high-profile support in the form of the IRC committee, which includes representatives such as the chair of the International Accounting Standards Board, the chair of the Financial Accounting Standards Board. It has IOSCO representation as well. So it's quite well represented from both regulators, standard setters, and preparers, and is something that I think Canada needs to be aware of. So the objectives of this session, I think, are twofold, really. One is to start to raise the awareness of the IRC's initiative in Canada, and this session is going to be recorded and will be on CICA's website to help achieve that end. And the other thing, I think, as well, will be to try and get some feedback for CICA to help it in constructing its response to the discussion paper that the IRC has recently produced.
The first thing I want to do is read to you the official definition of integrated reporting. Integrated reporting brings together material information about an organization's strategy, governance, performance, and prospects in a way that reflects the commercial, social, and environmental context within which it operates. It provides a clear and concise representation of how an organization demonstrates stewardship and how it creates and sustains value. An integrated report should be an organization's primary reporting vehicles. Now, those are very modest aspirations, as you can tell by just reading the definition. What I wanted to do today is just to really provide an overview of the discussion paper and some of the other activities that the IIRC is going about. There was a discussion paper issued in September with asking for comments by December 14th. It's a very readable document. So for those of you who are interested, I would encourage you to do that. But I'm going to kind of give you the movie version, so to speak, of it in this as we go through it here. I'm also going to talk about a pilot program that's going on with about 50 major, well, mostly major companies, but from around the world, to try to better develop the framework for integrated reporting. And again, please don't be bashful. So let's talk about the discussion paper. As I said, it's out for comment until the 14th of December. It says here it asks 10 questions. There are 10 questions, but some of them have a few subparts, so there's more like about 15 specific questions. And the questions really kind of deal at a high level. Do you agree that there's a need for action along the lines that the International Integrated Reporting Committee sees? Do you agree with the definition of integrated reporting? Do you agree that a framework should be developed? Do you agree with the early elements of the framework, which we'll talk about? The discussion paper talks about potential benefits and potential costs and obstacles to getting integrated reporting. Do you agree with those? And some questions about what kind of path integrated reporting ought to take in the future. So we're gonna discuss some of those aspects here. Now, as Chris said, there were three main parties who brought together the International Integrated Reporting Committee, and I think there were different people with somewhat different but sometimes overlapping kind of points of view about financial reporting. There were the people, including myself, that couldn't help but note that our reporting model that was largely developed, going back 30, 40 or more years ago, maybe dealt with a different age and a different economy and business model. And then if you look over the last 35 years, what this chart shows is that the degree to which companies' market values are explained by physical and financial items, has been kind of turned on its head. 35 years ago, you see that 17% of the market value was accounted for things other than physical and financial assets. Now it's 81%. Largely things that we would, from an accountant's point of view, call intangibles. Yet, the constant observation has been that financial reporting does not do a great job of portraying those intangibles or the drivers behind the buildup of those intangibles or the performance indicators that relate to those intangibles. So there was kind of that strand of people.